children, just after a short break, we are back again with our studies, and we are about to complete the portion of the first semester syllabus. So, we are actually continuing with the chapter called agriculture. Dear children, in your book, agriculture may have got 1, 2, 3 chapters, but in ICSE, agriculture is just only one topic. So we are just about to finish our agriculture portion, and today we'll be discussing about the coffee, the second most important beverages in India. So when we talk about coffee, remember coffee it is a plantation crop. Now what is plantation crop? Plantation crop is a crop which is cultivated in just one single crop in a huge large field called estate. And as we said just now in the beginning, it is the second most important beverage crop after tea in India. It is very much well known for its stimulating substance called the caffeine. And now let us talk about the three types of or varieties of coffee that are grown in India. Number one is the Arabica. Around 75% of Indian coffee is of this type. It is superior quality of coffee. Robusta. This type of coffee is cheaper, but the yield per acre or per hectare is higher. Then there is a Liberica. This type of coffee is grown mainly to make instant coffee. So just like all other crops, we have to be aware, rather learn about the conditions that are required for the cultivation of coffee. First of all, the climate. The general climate of coffee for growing for the coffee is a tropical plant which also grown in a semi-tropical climate. Therefore, coffee requires heat, humidity, and abundant rainfall. Now, in particular, what type means how much temperature is required for the coffee cultivation. Coffee requires an average temperature between 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. Growth is most rapid during the hot rainy season because coffee in general requires hot and humid climate. So coffee requires an average temperature between 15 to 28 degrees Celsius, and again we repeat that growth is most rapid during the hot rainy season. During the cool dry season, the berries, the hoppy or the fruit of the coffee is called the berries. The berries ripen and ready for picking. It is notable that bright sunshine and warm weather are necessary for the harvesting. Rainfall. Coffee needs abundant rainfall, that is between 125 to 200 centimeter annually. The hill slopes which receive orographic rainfall means the wind is blocked by the hills and the moisture in the wind gets condensed and makes the rainfall. That type of rainfall is called orographic rainfall. So the orographic rainfall of the hill slopes are thus the best for coffee cultivation. Shade. Now the direct sunlight is quite harmful for coffee plants. Therefore there are planted these are planted under shade of taller trees such as banana, jackfruit, orange. Even sometimes leguminous plants are also used, which not only provide shade but also enrich soil with nitrogen. Topography. What type of topography? Generally, the coffee is grown on slopes having height between 600 to 1800 meters. The suitability of slopes for coffee is because these are well drained and also cooler. Water stagnation is very harmful for coffee. We also said regarding the tea cultivation too. Therefore, hill slopes are the best suitable for it, for cultivation of coffee. So you get a question that why are the hill slopes best for the suitable for the coffee cultivation? Any kind of plant's growth, soil is very important. For the coffee cultivation, the suitable soil for coffee plants is a deep, porous, with a high quantity of humus content. For this matter, volcanic soil, red soil, or laterite soils are good for coffee. Let us discuss now about the methods of cultivation. Sowing. The seeds are sown in the nursery beds first. Then, after a few months, when the seedlings are little tall or big, they are transplanted in the field, in the estate or coffee estate. It is done during the rainy season, and obviously, as we said earlier, there are trees like banana, jackfruits, etc. are planted as shade tree because of the two reasons. So once again, why shade trees are cultivated amongst or in the middle of the coffee plants? First answer or first point is it gives protection from the direct sun, means the heat of the sun is protected because the tender seedlings cannot bear. Secondly, these trees also become a source of additional income for the farmers. Next is the point for the methods of cultivation is the harvesting. Harvesting after 5 years of planting of coffee in the estate. Harvesting means the picking of the coffee. Coffee picking is done. It is normally done by hand. The season of harvesting is around October and November. A coffee plant can bear fruits for about 30 to 50 years. Plucking can be done several times during 3 years. Coffee processing. Now, coffee processing has got two methods. One is called the wet method and the other one is called the dry method. The wet method is also known as parchment method. It consists of removal of the outer skin, pulping, fermenting, washing and drying. It is normally done manually. However, nowadays, because of the we are in the high technological era, so nowadays it is also done by the machines. Dry method. Now, dry method is also known as the native method, native method, Deshi method. In this method, the coffee berries are dried in the sun. The cover is removed after drying. Then they are sorted according to their size and quality. After this, they are roasted. And to your information, this roasting give the berries, coffee berries, the brown color, the coffee's color, as well as the coffee's famous aroma, the smell. Now the question comes, in which part of India or areas the coffee produces? Let us see the map. Can you see the map? If you see the map and if you can follow my cursor, you can see this green portions. There are three states mainly: Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So mainly in these three states coffee is grown, and obviously Karnataka is the largest coffee producer in India. So with this, dear children, we come to the end of coffee cultivation process in India. Stay well. Stay home, study well. Now you are approaching soon for your first semester exam. All the best.